Hello, and welcome to this week's Thoughts from the Green Room with your host, Jeff Mays. This week's topic is on perspective. And what I'd like to do this week is take the thoughts from last week about changing streams and just move them forward a little bit further. It's a huge topic that I was talking about, and I've still had it running around in my mind, and I thought I'd just advance that idea a little bit further and a little bit more forward with the idea of perspective. The concept of changing streams, which I touched on last week, was primarily money-based. What do artists do to generate income, and how does that change as we age, dependent on where our career is? And I was thinking about that thought more and more and more, and it led to a broader, more general topic of this perspective idea and the way that we perceive the world at various stages. So I was thinking about that to some degree, and I thought, when I was younger, 25, 20, somewhere around there, it was okay if I struggled, and struggle equaling eating the proverbial craft dinner and pasta meals that were cheap and inexpensive with limited income to go out and grab a beer with a friend or something like that. When I got to my mid-30s, somewhere around there, that was a little bit different. I was like, no, I can't live off of the proverbial craft dinner. I need something more. I want more variety. And this is just on a food basis that I'm talking about right now. But that applies to everything else. And yet again, as I've aged, I keep thinking about this concept of what it means to be stable, or at least have a semblance of stability so that I can feel grounded in the pursuit of my work. These are three simple stages that I'm talking about. Or maybe not stages, three simple times that I'm talking about in my own personal life. And this idea that as I get older, obviously what I would accept from when I was younger, well, it's no longer acceptable. So what is it that changes your perspective? Is it age? Is it a fatigue? Is it a lack of having? A lack of abundance? A lack of comfort? I'm not sure the answer is one or two, or I'm not sure what the answer is, but I think it's got to be a combination of all of those things. And in not having something, in aging and seeing things from a different light, and the desire for certain levels of stability, I think that our ideas change. And from that, we revamp, regroup, redesignate our goals, and we realign ourselves. Each year, each month, each decade, however you want to look at it, you're growing. Now, this concept of perspective, I know it applies to everybody. It doesn't matter what field or what you're doing, it applies to you, because people's goals and values shift. Age, lack, those are two major components. And desire for certain wants in life. So with that thought, a very simple overall idea that as we mature, I'll go that way, as we mature, our perspective changes. And what does that do to our life goals? I guess that's the real question. And from there, I put out a challenge for you all this week. As you've grown, as you've matured, how has your perspective changed? What has it done for your goals? Take a look at that for yourself and see if what you're driving for really reflects where you are in life. You have fun with that thought for this week, and I will see you all next week right here in your Thoughts from the Green Room.